It's always interesting to work on heritage items, and the Scotch Derrick Crane is part of Britain's early contribution to crane making. It was originally a steam crane, then converted to electrical power. Lifting is an engineering company specialising in lifting equipment and cranes. We won the contract with Hull City Council to renovate the crane. We dismantled the crane in Hull. One of the challenges was to dismantle the crane in a sympathetic manner. Of course, we couldn't damage the crane. Bolts had to be undone and pins removed carefully to maintain the integrity of the crane. Also, it had stood for 100 years. Nobody knew what happened when the individual components were removed, so that had to be done very carefully. And then it was a logistics challenge to transport it back here to Anglesey, as far west from Hull as you can get. Our specialist team of engineers examined the crane carefully for cracks and welding flaws. We then proceeded to doing initial blast cleaning, then repairing the corroded components, of which there were quite a few. Because of the age of the crane, there are certain complexities. Materials are old, type of materials are old, there's no welding, it's all riveted. We can't put bolts in, we are using rivet-headed special bolts to maintain the historic look of the crane, so that presents its own problems. There has been some additional welding on the crane as people have attached different things to it over the years, and we are removing those carefully to maintain the original look of the crane from back in the day. There is another challenge in reassembling the crane and erecting it in Hull. Of course, it'll have to be done very carefully. The integrity of the paint must be maintained, as it will need to remain in position for many years to come. We are very proud to be part of this scheme, and having seen the crane in its dilapidated state at the side of the dock and not having been used since 1979, that period, we're very enthusiastic about returning the crane to its former glory, back into public view, so that generations to come will be able to see engineering from past years.